Hi guys, I'm Likit. I'm here to discuss one of the famous problems asked in so many well and good product-based companies like Google, Amazon, like rotative matrix. You may came across some of the interviews same problem. So I faced this problem in so many interviews. So many students will be facing difficulty how to solve this rotate matrix. So here in this video I'll explain you the logic how to solve this problem very easily, so that you can solve this problem in any interview you can face it. So let's get into the problem. So here is the question. So the question is given like this. So you are given a n by n 2D matrix representing an image. Rotate the image by 90 degrees clockwise. You need to do this in place. So in place in the sense you don't need to you should not use an extra array. That what in place and mean. So note that if you end up using in the additional array, you will be receiving the partial score. So I solved this problem already in the interview bit platform. So I'll be explaining this logic in my personal ID. Okay. So first of all, before going into solving problem, let's understand what is the core understanding between the behind the problem. So the first thing is like, just assume a matrix like this. So I'm assuming a simple 3 by 3 matrix, 4 5 6 then 7 8 9. So suppose this was a given matrix. So if they asked us to rotate clockwise in 90 degrees, so if they ask us to rotate 90 degrees, so what will be our output? So clockwise in the sense, uh, it will be coming like this. The output will be looking like this. So if you rotate clockwise, so the output will be 7 4 1, then 8 5, then 2 9, then 6, and then 3. So this is what how it will be looking like when we rotate this matrix clockwise in with 90 degrees. So this will be the output. So in order to get this output, so what we gonna do now today? So I'll be explaining this within a 2 steps of algorithm. So that algorithm will be pretty easy. So very easy and very useful for you to solve this type of problems. Okay. So first step in the algorithm is like, the first step in the algorithm is, so uh, in order to get this output in this format, so first think of how we can solve this problem. So just assume of, did you know what is the transpose of matrix? So if you transpose this matrix, so what will be the output? So this will be the first step in algorithm. So the given input matrix should be transposed. So this was um, our first step in the algorithm. So if we transpose matrix, so what is meant by transpose of a matrix? So transpose of matrix in the sense, we need to interchange the rows to columns and columns to rows. That was transpose in the main. So we need to interchange. So here this is a row, so this is a row, this row can be now again make it as first, this first row will be made into first column, like that transpose works. So 1 2 3. So this will be the first transpose row, and the next transpose column is 4, then 5, then 6, here 7 8 9. This will be the transpose. So if you transpose this matrix, the output will be looking like this. So still we didn't get the final answer, so still we need to process into second step. The second step in the algorithm is the first step is transpose. So first step is a transpose, the next step is reverse. So there are two types of problems we'll be facing in interviews. Like here the question is the question is it was asked in Google, Amazon, Facebook. So the question they are asked is, we need to rotate the image by 90 degrees in clockwise. So remember this point, clockwise. So the clockwise, for the clockwise there is one step we need to, the in the reversing we need to do like this while doing for clockwise. So that in order to get the output for the clockwise, we need to shift the column values. Remember, once again, we need to shift the row values. So see, we need to shift, it means we need to reverse the row values. That what I mean. So if you reverse this row value, so the answer will be like, the matrix will be looking like this. So again, reverse the second row, so it will be looking like 8 5 2. Then again reverse the third row, we'll get 9 8 and then 3. So 9 8 6 and 3. So the final output of after the final matrix after the reverse is same as the output which we expected earlier. Just both outputs are same, so our algorithm is fine. So this is for clockwise 90 degrees. Okay, this is for clockwise 90 degrees. So the algorithm part is, you understood the algorithm part. So let's get into the code and how to solve this in programming layer. So let me create a sample class. Let me create a sample class like sample. Here I'm good with Java, so that's why I'll be using Java. So so I use the scanner class for getting inputs, or else for here now just let me give the input by default, because it will save us our time. So we'll take the same matrix as we took in example: 1 2 3 10 4 5 6 7 8 9. So the same matrix which we took an example explanation, same we taken here. So the okay, first we'll call a function. So we'll define a function for performing our operations. So I'll call public static void transpose. So I named my function as transpose for uh, transposing my matrix. So I'll pass array as a parameter here. So after passing this thing, so after passing the after doing transposing, so we need to do reversing also. So here we defining reversing. So for the reverse function also we'll be defining with parameters of array. Okay, final we'll declare one more, define one more function for displaying the array, displaying the result. Yeah, so this is the array which we took here. So I'll call my function transpose, so I'm passing my array here. So inside the transpose, let's get into this explanation part. So what we are doing here, so the input array matrix is looking like this. So here just observe these parts very carefully. So the first one means the ith. Let us name our outer for loop index as I and the inner for loop index as a j. So for I value 0, the j value 0, the value is not changing. Okay, then here for I value 0 and the j value 0, the value is swapping with this I value 0 and j value 1. So what we are observing here in a sense, so the outer for loop will be iterating to the entire array. So for the outer for loop logic, I equal to 0, I less than the entire size of the array will be iterating for the outer for loop. When it comes to inner for loop, so we'll start with the wherever the I start, it will start with the index of the outer for loop, then it will go on to the entire array. That's what our main logic, so that we can flip this diagonal part. That was our main core logic. So how it was transpose looking like, see, so the for one it was only one element, so there is no flipping. So for 2 and 4, the diagonal, it has two elements. So if you flip the diagonal, 2 will be coming in the place of 4 and 4 will be going in place of 2. That's what we are looking in the transpose. Then since here the center of the matrix, the main diagonal 7 5 3 are there, so if you flip this diagonal, we'll be getting this 7 5 3 as we are seeing here. And then similarly 6 and 8 are there. If we flip 6 8, 6 will go down and 8 will come here. So like this, we need to flip this diagonals. So in order to flip these diagonals, we need to write the code here. I'll be naming this order for loop. For order for loop is for iterating to my it's just for iterating through the entire array. For that I am using a order for loop. This is for rows. Then the inner for loop, int j equals to, so what we discussed earlier, it says the j value. So if you start here, if you flip this thing, so we don't need to flip it again. So since it's one element, so there is no problem here. So whenever we come here, if you flip this element, so we don't need to flip this again. That's what means. So for j equals to I, so if we come across earlier, so we don't need to flip this later. So for j equals to I, j less than a dot length j plus plus. So we need to swap the elements, like, so in temp equals to a of I of j. Then we need to swap the element j of I. Yeah, so here I comma j, this is, we need to swap in the sense we need to make I comma j as j comma I. That's what we are doing here. So a of j of I equals to temp. Yeah, that's it. So we have done this part, so let us check whether it was working fine or not. So we'll call the display function and check it. So in order to use display function, so I'll be displaying I equals 0, I less than a rather I plus plus for j equals 0, j less than, so we'll be printing each and every element. So a of I of j. So after printing it, print the next line. Yeah, so we are doing a transpose here. So after that, let me check whether our transpose function is working fine or not. So I'm saving it, so I'm running it here. So what we got is output is 147258369. So 147258369, the same output which we are getting. So our transpose logic is correct. So let's go get into the reverse function. So for reversing thing, we need to for clockwise we need to reverse rows. Okay, in order to reverse the rows, just it's very easy logic. So we need to start a pointer here, we need to keep a pointer here. So the I value will be, outer for loop will be iterating to all the rows. The inner thing, the inner for loop will be swapping all the column values. That's what we need to do. So for int same for loop I equals 0, I less than a dot len I plus plus parent j equals to 0 and j less than a dot n. So one more thing, so in order to swap these values, so if we need to swap 1 with 7 and 7 with 7, 1 comes in the place of 7 and 7 comes in the place of 1. So if you swap this thing, we don't need to iterate to the entire array. So if we come here, we need to stop the iteration. I mean, we need to travel to the half of the row column values, like size of the column. So j plus plus. So one more thing, in order to swap this first index with the last index, first column in the first row, first column with the first row, last column index. So we need to define one more variable. So in k equals to a dot minus 1. So it will be pointing to the last element in the column in the array. So I'll be swapping this thing. So int temp equals to a of j of a of I of j. So I'll be getting this thing, and then a of I of j equals to a of I of k. So we'll be swapping this with the last index. So that after doing this swap, we need to a of I of k equals to, yep, that's it. So after doing this thing, I think we need to decrement the k value each time. Okay, I think, yeah, everything is correct. So let us cross check whether our desired output is coming or not. So let me call my reverse function here, and then I'm passing array, and then I think it was working. It will be working fine, I think. Yeah. So we got array as 741,852, 741,852, and 960. This was the desired output which we expected earlier, and the output is same which we done by coding now. So the logic and algorithm works perfect. So this is for this logic is entirely for clockwise 90 degrees. The same logic can be applied for clockwise of any multiples of 9. If they ask for 180 degrees, so if they ask for 180 degrees, just transpose this matrix twice. So let me same, right, I will do this in the same code. I'll do. So if they ask for 90 degrees, we are doing transpose one time and reverse one time. So if they ask for 180 degrees, so do like this: transpose reverse, transpose reverse. That's it. So let me run this code. See this output. So if we again shift this, if we again rotate this by 90 degrees, so 9 will come here, so 8 will come here, 7 will come here, 9 8 7. So this was the output. If they ask for 180 degrees, we need to do this transpose reverse, transpose reverse twice. So if they ask for 180 degrees, same like that, vice sorry, if they ask for some 270 degrees, like that, vice versa. In any multiples of, if they ask for any multiples of 9 and any multiples of 9, we need to follow this logic. So, okay, this was a pretty easy logic which I have done in the so many coding interviews. So this was for clockwise. So when it comes to anti-clockwise, I'll change the logic here itself, or else I'll copy this and I'll paste. So when it comes to anti-clockwise, so in the anti-clockwise direction, in the algorithm, the first step is same for both clockwise and anti-clockwise. So we are transposing here, but when we are doing for anti-clockwise, instead of reversing the rows, we need to reverse the columns. That was the main part here. So here we reverse the rows earlier, so we need to reverse the columns. So I'll delete this array. So if we reverse the column, so this first column reverse entire. So 3 2 1. Then 6 5 4 7, then sorry, it's 9 9 8, then so this was the output. It will be the output. It will be the final output when we do anti-clockwise. So let us check whether the output will be like this or not. Let's run let's run try to implement the code. So I'll define, or else I will change this part. Okay, so just I'll comment this entire function. So I'll define function publics. So I'll comment here. So inside the function reverse, again I'll define function reverse public static void reverse. So int a. So same logic. So the reversing part, instead of reversing the arrays, we need to reverse the columns. So same, the outer for loop will be iterating I equals 0, I less than a. So the outer for loop, for each one time outer for loop, the inner for loop should iterate to all the rows. So int a equal a dot length and plus plus for int j equals 0, j less than a dot length, same thing, same way. We don't need to iterate to the all entire column. So instead of that, we need to iterate to the half of the column like size. So j plus plus. So again we are declaring the variable as we defined earlier, k equals to a dot minus 1 int temp equals to. So I, yeah, here we are pointing to one array. So no, we need to iterate to the entire column. So here we need to a of. So here the outer for loop will be only iterating to the first entire first column. Yep. It will be like, so the row value should not change. So here no, the row value should change. So here j will be coming here, then I will be going here, k will be coming here, j will be going here, k will be going, j will be going here, and then I will be going here. Yep. Yep. K minus minus. Yeah, I hope it will be working fine. So Yeah, let me save it and run. Oops. Yeah, I think we are getting the same desired output. Yep, 369, then 258 and 147. Yeah, so like this you can do the matrix rotation in any form, like 90 degrees, 180 degrees, clockwise or anti-clockwise. So this was asked in some of the famous interviews like Google, Amazon, Facebook. So this problem is solved in place array. So we are not using an extra array here, so we are doing in place array. So you can solve a good number of problems in interview bit. If you find any difficulty, then you can keep your comment in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my videos and channel.